Hello again. Now, Arsenal women posted this squad photo this week. What's missing? What do you think? There isn't a single person from a diverse background in the group. Now, the club has acknowledged the lack of diversity in the women's team and vowed to deliver greater diversity as a priority. Now, in a statement, Arsenal said, "We acknowledge our current women's first-team squad does not reflect the diversity that exists across the club and the communities we represent. Increasing participation among young women and girls from diverse backgrounds is a key priority for us at academy level, with specific measures in place to improve pathways and accessibility. Across all our teams, including our men's and women's academies, we're proud of our players from diverse backgrounds who've contributed to our history, success and culture. It's a priority for the club to continue to drive greater diversity and inclusion and create a sense of belonging for everyone connected to the club." Well, Arsenal's Jen Beattie is one of the players in this photo, and she told the three players in a podcast that the club recognises the need for more representation in the first team.
I think the club knows that it's not good enough not to have representation at the top level and at first team level. I think the men's team have that. A lot of men's football has that, but in the women's game, it's not good enough, and it's definitely not good enough for us at the minute either. You see the likes of Rach on the side of the Emirates, Anita Asante, top players that have been a huge part of our history of Arsenal. So to not have that at the minute is disappointing, but of course it has to happen at grassroots level. Our academies are definitely making steps towards that in terms of allowing sort of coaches and buses to come from inner city London up to Hertfordshire to allow girls to train as part of the academy to sort of make it more diverse, make it more inclusive and more accessible for everyone. But it has to happen at both levels. I know we've talked a lot about it from ETCs at that level, but representation for me is probably even more important at first team level.
Yeah, I agree with you, because at the end of the day, these kids, you know, if you're a young kid now and you're able to switch on the TV, you're able to, you know, look at magazines and you're able to find information about footballers. So you want to have a role model that looks like you, that you can relate to in some sort of way.
Well, the issue around a lack of diversity continues to be felt right across women's football. According to the PFA, just 9.7% of players in the elite women's game are from diverse ethnic backgrounds. Compare that to 43% of male players in the Premier League. Well, at last year's European Championship, England's settled starting 11 were all white, and only 3 players in the squad were of mixed heritage: Nikita Parris, Jess Carter and Demi Stokes. Sarina Wiegman's squad for this year's World Cup had only 2 ethnically diverse players, Carter and Lauren James. The Chelsea manager, Emma Hayes, has called out the lack of diversity. She says it's a middle-class game.